Okay, we have one question here. When people attempt to change, or even when they do manage to change something about themselves and succeed in doing things differently, there seems to be something fundamental that remains the same in the person. What is that part that stays the same? You've acknowledged that we are all... Okay, yeah, that's irrelevant. What is it that makes us who we are? Where does each individual's uniqueness come from? Okay, first of all, humans are not all that different. You know, in our work we classify into bulk of three different types. Moving centered, which is the more physical type person, then the intellectual type and the emotional type. There are many, many systems out there, and they classify people into anywhere from 3 up to 9 different types. But never more than 9. But usually 3. Maybe you'll see a few at 5, but humans are not different, okay? You're unique in a small way. You're not unique in a big way from anybody else. Humans are the easiest simple-minded creatures to understand because you're all really the same. Human being wants love, wants companionship, wants pleasure, avoids pain, is lazy, all the basic characteristics. And this is why people do not really change. Human being is a creature of habit. Habits are hard to change. Human being is also a creature of denial. It lives in self-lies. It ignores the reality and truth about itself, or yourself, however. And because of that, we never change. And the reason we never change is because we think we're changing. You think you've changed. You think you're putting in effort. You think you aren't someone who talks a lot or controls conversations. You think you're always on time. You think you're reliable and responsible. You think you're honest. You believe all of these lies about yourself. Or that you're very responsible and reliable. No, we're not. It's not possible anyway. But this is the point, okay? So when people attempt to change, or even if they do manage to change something about themselves and succeed in doing things differently, there seems to be something fundamental that remains the same in the person. Of course, you're a human being. What are you going to do? Take a car, paint it a different color? Is it going to go faster? No. It's still the same car. You paint a different color. And this is the whole idea of political correctness. Political correctness is calling shit by a different name and expecting it should not stink. No, words, names mean nothing. You think change your hairstyle is going to make you a different person? Putting on makeup is going to make you any different? No. It's not going to make any difference. Humans don't change that much. Because the way humans change, in their imagination of change, is by putting on makeup, changing their clothing, getting a new car. And that's why we stay the same. Because we never change the core of our being. What we change are only surface actions. You will say, okay, I'm an angry person, I get angry easily. What I'm going to do now, because I read it in a book, by a famous PhD, so it must be true and must going to work, is that when I get angry, I'm going to stop and take 3 deep breaths. And I'm going to count to 10. And I'm going to be calm. This is bullshit. All you're going to do is become a can of Coca-Cola that someone is shaking and shaking, waiting for the cover to open and it explodes. No, and this is it. And this is what humans do. And this is what's modern psychology and all of these workshops and self-help books and courses and bullshit is teaching everybody. This is new age. Is ways to contain and look and act calm. I'm very calm now. I don't get angry anymore. You see how calm I am. Oh, and I will speak slowly to show how calm I am. Hey, come on. It's ridiculous. Okay. So, there's the problem now. And that's what people are doing to change. It's only surface stuff. All right. So if you want to really change, you have to undergo an amputation of your own fixed opinions and personality without anesthetic, and the real difficulty of this self imposed or self done operation is you don't know where the ego is in your body. So you're going to have to start cutting from top. It's lucky I don't have to shave to get in the cutting here. You have to start cutting from the top and cut the whole thing and look all through the whole bloody body for this ego that you've got to amputate. Is there really no anesthetic? Nobody to help you? No one, no guidebook? Nothing. Huh? This is self-observation done for the purpose of truly altering your life in an effective and permanent way. The self-observation with objective reality of your true personality, your true character. And the way to do it is question every opinion. So it's quite simple. I mean, it's going to be difficult to do, but the exercise is quite simple. Everything you like and dislike, you question why. So it slows you down. Obviously, you cannot do it constantly, in other words, 24 hours every day, because you would be so slow, you wouldn't get anything done. So you do it as much as possible, starting, of course, with dislikes, prejudices, fixed opinions, things like that. And you're full of it. You're full of fixed opinions and prejudices and arrogance, okay? Nobody is clear of that. And if you think you are, that's your first big bullshit lie. And if you really believe you have no fixed opinions and you're not prejudiced about somebody some way, then just get out, This is not a place for you here, okay? Because you're so lost in self-lying that you're never going to get anywhere, so you're wasting your time. Okay, so you question every single fixed opinion, or opinion, any opinion, fixed or not. I don't like tomatoes. Why? I've got to get a good reason, not just, well, I don't like the taste. No, go deeper, okay? Examine, ponder, think about it, and think again, and next time think again. Examining every opinion you have of what you like or dislike dismantles the formation of your ego. Because your ego personality is formed piece by piece as you grew up. Like you learned. You didn't know how to speak. You didn't have an accent. You didn't have a religion. You didn't have anything when you were born. Empty sponge. And piece by piece, as you grew up, you learned and acquired a fixed opinion about everything. In the same way, we have to dismantle ourselves. So, questioning every like and dislike. Why? And is that valid? Okay. So, I don't like tomatoes. Why? Because I don't like the taste. Okay, is it valid to dislike tomatoes because I don't like the taste? Not really. I mean, tomatoes are not poisonous. Everybody eats tomatoes. They're not bad for you. They don't harm you in any way. Is it a valid reason to dislike the taste? I don't drink alcohol. I don't like alcohol. Why? First thing is, I don't like the taste. Is it a valid reason to dislike alcohol merely on the opinion that I don't like the taste? Well, is alcohol good for me? No. Is it bad for me? Yes. Is it bad for anybody? Yes. What will it do to me? Kills my liver, kills my kidneys. That's bad. It's a waste of money. Makes me sick. Well, me, and not me because I don't drink. I never did drink. I've never been drunk, so I don't know. But boy, have I heard stories, right? Okay, it makes you sick. So, kills your liver, kills your kidneys, which effectively kills your whole body, shortens your lifespan, limits your life, because if you don't have a good kidney and liver, the rest of your functions are no good, and that means somehow you will not function optimally. It's going to cost you money, which is a waste of time because you have to earn the money. It makes you sick afterwards, so for the next day or two, you cannot function at all and you're in pain. It can make you really stupid, like that one girl I saw. She was so drunk she passed out in the street. And so she's lying there in the street, totally unconscious. Pretty girl, too. Not old, maybe in her 20s. Now, depending on what street that is, how long would she survive before some rapist picks her up and makes good use of her? It's really, to dislike alcohol is very logical. Makes sense. What good comes of drinking alcohol? Absolutely none whatsoever. Really. Okay. Except for the guys who produce it. Right? So, or the guy who wants to get the girl in bed. So he gets her drunk so she goes home with him. And very good. Yeah, let's examine how good those good things are. Okay? So you see, this is the way to do it. With every opinion you have, every single thing, through the entire course of your life, you must be questioning in this way. And then you will dismantle the formed ego, personality that you have. And in this way, you begin to open your mind. You remove obstacles. So in answer to your question, something fundamental remains the same. Yes? This is it. Okay? And that's how we change. Now, if we can do this practice of examining opinions and then reforming our personality, then you will be able to make significant changes. And the changes can eventually become permanent when they become habitual. All right? So this is why people do not change, imagine they change, and always stay the same. And this is how you can actually make effective change in your life.